What is the role of the ISF Importers Security Filing Bond Rider Continuous Transaction Bond Rider, ISF Bond Rider CTB, and when is it used? Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to dive deep into the topic of customs brokerage and discuss the important role of importer security filing, ISF, and customs bonds in international trade. Specifically, we'll be focusing on the ISF Bond Rider and the Continuous Transaction Bond Rider, CTB, and when they are used. So, let's get started. As you may already know, importing goods into the United States involves various regulations and requirements set forth by the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP. One of these requirements is the Importer Security Filing, also known as ISF. The ISF is a mandatory filing that must be submitted to the CBP 24 hours prior to the cargo being loaded onto a vessel destined for the U.S. This filing provides important information about the cargo, the shipper, and the consignee, among other details. Now, let's talk about customs bonds. A customs bond is a financial guarantee that ensures the payment of duties, taxes, and other fees to the CBP. It acts as a form of insurance to protect the government in case the importer fails to fulfill their obligations. There are different types of customs bonds, and one of them is the ISF Bond Rider. The ISF Bond Rider is a specific type of customs bond that is required for importers who do not have a continuous bond with the CBP. A continuous bond is a general customs bond that covers multiple import transactions throughout the year. However, not all importers have a continuous bond, especially those who import goods infrequently or have a low import volume. So, when is the ISF Bond Rider used? It is used by importers who do not have a continuous bond and need to comply with the ISF requirements. In simple terms, importers who file the ISF but do not have a continuous bond are required to obtain an ISF Bond Rider. This bond ensures that the importer has financial coverage in case of any non-compliance or violations related to the ISF filing. Additionally, for importers who do have a continuous bond, but their bond coverage doesn't extend to ISF filings, a continuous transaction bond, CTB, is required. The CTB is an addendum or rider to the continuous bond, specifically covering the ISF filing obligations. It acts as an extension to the continuous bond, ensuring compliance with the ISF requirements. Now, you might be wondering why importers need these bonds and what happens if they don't comply. Well, failure to comply with the ISF requirements can result in penalties and delays in cargo clearance. The CBP takes these filings seriously as they play a crucial role in supply chain security and risk assessment. Finally, it's worth mentioning that the process of obtaining an ISF Bond Rider or a CTB can be complex and requires the assistance of a licensed customs broker. These professionals have the experience and knowledge to help importers navigate through the intricacies of customs regulations and ensure compliance with all necessary requirements. And that wraps up our deep dive into the role of the ISF Bond Rider and the Continuous Transaction Bond Rider in customs brokerage. We hope you found this information helpful and informative. If you have any further questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Disclaimer notification below.